Apple, Fig, and Cherry are three friends working at the Free Edom boutique in a large shopping mall. They're the unofficial queens of the place, but they still decide to let a newcomer, Pumpkin, into their circle. Before long, Pumpkin realizes that their bond is so strong, in part because they've formed something very close to a real witch coven. After closing time, the girls stay in the boutique, confessing in the fitting rooms to the spirit of Marilyn Monroe, and placing curses on those who cross them. And those curses actually come true. The topic of feminism may have passed its peak in terms of mainstream popularity, but it will remain a subject of cinematic exploration for a long time. There's still plenty to unpack and reflect on. Forbidden Fruits grew out of a stage play with the rather peculiar title, Of the Woman Came the Beginning of Sin, and Through Her We All Die, in which its author, Lili Houghton, examined the nature of female friendship, tried to understand where its toxicity comes from, and criticized the commercialization of feminism. When adapted for the screen, this small, dialogue-driven story centered on four characters turned into something entirely different. Writer-director Meredith Alloway reimagined it as a hybrid of Mean Girls and The Craft. A flashy, loud glam slasher where satire and dark humor coexist with bloody deaths. And the aesthetic hovers somewhere between the pastel cuteness of My Little Pony, with its "Friendship is Magic" slogan, and the campy, toxic edge of Jennifer's Body. That last comparison isn't just for effect. Jennifer's Body creator Diablo Cody served as one of the producers on Forbidden Fruit, and her influence is immediately recognizable. The film features her signature elements: stylized, slang-heavy dialogue, bold visual imagery, and sharp tonal shifts. Officially, Cody contributed to polishing the play's dialogue, but given that this is Alloway's feature debut, it feels like her influence runs deeper, almost as if Alloway is consciously trying to replicate her style. Unfortunately, the result doesn't quite work. It's like a kid dressing up in her mother's clothes and posing in front of a mirror. Alloway mimics Cody's surface-level flair without fully understanding what made her films resonate. At her peak, Cody told stories rooted in real emotional pain, exploring issues that mattered deeply to her generation. The characters in Forbidden Fruit have their own struggles, but those get buried under the film's over-the-top satirical tone, drowned in glitter and visual excess. Alloway also struggles as a director. Everything feels excessive, overstuffed, and tonally unbalanced, with the narrative slipping into outright kitsch. Still, she got lucky with her cast, at least with two actresses. Lili Reinhart as Apple, the group's leader, is insanely good, while the most delicate and human portrayal comes from Victoria Pedretti. This doe-eyed actress carried the second and third seasons of You and turned Mike Flanagan's The Haunting of Hill House from simply good into a masterpiece. Pedretti once again proves her strength here, carefully crafting a deeply sympathetic character, a lonely, wounded soul willing to do anything for love. She alone makes the film worth a look, but unfortunately, there aren't many other reasons to recommend it.